Katrina's effects will, of course, never be forgotten, especially by the families that she displaced all across this country. A Valley radio host won't let that struggle go unnoticed because he lived through it.
This is the Unreported News Radio Show, sponsored by U-Haul.
Herb Phelps, better known as Sarge to his listeners, never thought he'd be hosting a nationwide radio show based in Phoenix.
I lived in Mississippi all my life, other than the first 2 years in New Orleans.
The disabled vet lived on the Gulf Coast when Hurricane Katrina hit. He called into the Mike Malloy Show with updates on all of the suffering that was going on around his home.
And Mike put me on the air. I talked for about 10 minutes that night. He asked me to come on the next night, and so I gave other updates, and it turned into a weekly thing. A guy like Jim Yancey, who in my book is one of the true heroes on the Mississippi Gulf Coast.
Every week, Sarge has on guests working to make a difference. This week, it was a man who's raffling off a house to help rebuild 100 homes in 100 days. But Sarge couldn't even stay in his own Mississippi home.
And I was about to die. The home I was living in still had part of the roof missing.
So fellow radio host Mike Malloy and KPHX moved Sarge to the Valley in May.
I'll never go back. I have no desire. I love it out here. The people in Arizona are wonderful.
But every Sunday morning, he'll continue the conversation about Katrina.
There, buy a raffle ticket. This is one person who's really building homes.
Coming up tonight on NBC Nightly News, Brian Williams will be live in New Orleans 2 years after Hurricane Katrina.